Saturday, August 8th is Community Day. Let's talk about it. I'm Professor Voqas, and this is Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Before we get started on the guide, I do have a couple registry things we need to take care of, and a couple that we're not going to touch. But let's get to the ones we are going to touch. So first, I'm here on the Dark Arts page. You can see I have the Magic Most Evil image. It's ready to place. All the other images have ready green starred, which means this will prestige Borgin & Burke's over to gold. So let's place that image. And then let's go ahead and prestige this page over to gold. There it is. Congratulations, you have prestige this page. So I have this on gold, Nocturne Alley on gold, mainly because of that most recent event when we had all of those things. And then Fallen Ministry Atrium, you can see I am all the way back at the beginning, so I'll need an event for this page to move things along. Anyway, let's go over to challenges. So challenges, I'm getting really close to kind of finishing, so to speak, from a registry standpoint. So books 1, gold, books 2, gold, books 3, silver. And 2 of the books already, I've starred them, and then 2 other book images ready to place right now. So Easy Spells to Fool Muggles, let me put that one down and get my experience from that. And then the other book I have to place is The Adventures of Martin Miggs, the Mad Muggle. So let's place that image. Sweet, 600 more challenge experience, although we should be getting a lot more of this coming weekend, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. So the only thing I have left to gold this page and have all gold pages for my challenge registry is the Tales of Beetle of the Bard. I just need 3 more fragments. I'm 18 out of 21, so hopefully we'll get to that. Okay, so this video actually started out last night, was planned to be a completely different thing. My initial plan for today, I live in North Carolina, and I live near the University of North Carolina, and they actually have a North Carolina botanical gardens. So it's a really nice garden setup. The weather was going to be okay in the morning and early afternoon today, and that type of thing. So I should have probably checked, but of course in the current situation I really should have checked. So anyway, I was in Chapel Hill already for another reason. That's why I was planning this out. So I was in Chapel Hill and I actually went over to the gardens. I had my camera ready. I had extra battery packs. I was ready to spend a good chunk of the day there. Well, they're closed completely, so I couldn't do that. So my secondary thing, I was like, okay, I'll go to another park. I'm going to make another. I really planned on having a casual day. So as I finally got over to another park, the rain and the thunderstorms all came. So I ended up back home. But when I got home and opened up Discord, all of a sudden I noticed that this morning, or even late last night, it came out, all the information for the Community Day came out. And I said, well, you know what? I should be making the Community Day video anyway. So here we are. So let's go over some of the basics. It is Wizarding Challenges is the theme of this. We've had other ones that have to do with a specific registry page, or it's about a certain family or something like that. This one is specifically about Wizarding Challenges. So Wizarding Challenges are going to award extra spell energy, and they're also going to award more challenge experience. In addition, as with most events, energy on the ground is going to be worth 5 instead of any other number. They'll all always be 5 energy, so it's a little easier to replenish. By the way, this is August 8th, and it is all day. So again, all day means literally from 12:01 right after midnight all the way to 11:59 p.m. that night. So you have 24 hours to complete this. There will of course be a complimentary bundle in the store. It'll be 25 spell energy, 5 level 1 mysterious artifacts runestones, 6 snowdrop, and 4 bitterroot. There'll also be an SOS bundle that comes with 25 spell energy, 10 healing potions, and 5 potent extimulo potions for 470 coins. There'll also be a Community Day bundle that will have 75 spell energy, 5 strong invigoration potions, 5 wit sharpening potions, and that'll be 560 coins. So let's go ahead and talk about the tasks. All of the tasks involve beating a chamber in the night bus. So you can see the tasks right here. The first task is to take the night bus and win a Wizarding Challenge in Ruins Chamber 2, which gets you a level 2 Legends of Hogwarts runestone. The second task is to take the wizarding bus and win a challenge in Ruins Chamber 3, and that's going to get you 1 level 2 Mysterious Artifacts runestone. And then the third task is to take the night bus, win a wizarding challenge in Ruins Chamber 4, and you'll get 1 level 2 Wonders of the Wizarding World runestone. And if you're able to complete those 3 tasks, your reward is going to be 5 scrolls, 10 energy, and 2 lovage. The second set of tasks has to do with the Tower Chamber, and the first task is to win a Wizarding Challenge in Tower Chamber 1, which will get you 1 level 3 Magizoology runestone. Next, win a Wizarding Challenge in Tower Chamber 3, and that'll get you 1 level 3 Dark Arts runestone. And then lastly is to win a Wizarding Challenge in Tower Chamber 5, and it'll get you 1 level 3 Ministry of Magic runestone. And if you manage to do all that, you'll get 15 scrolls, you'll get 15 energy, and then you get 2 Sneezewort. Third set of tasks starts with a little bit of Forest Chamber, and then throws in 1 Dark Chamber as well. The first task is to win a Wizarding Challenge in Forest Chamber 2. You'll get 1 level 4 Care of Magical Creatures runestone for that. The second task is to win in Forest Chamber 4, and you'll get 1 Magizoology runestone level 4 for that. And then the last task of this set, you need to win in Dark Chamber 1, and you'll get 1 level 4 Legends of Hogwarts runestone. If you complete all of these tasks, you'll get 2 spellbooks, 20 energy, and 4 ginger root. And the fourth set of tasks is all about the Dark Chamber. So first you need to beat Dark Chamber 3, and that'll get you 2 level 5 Magical Games and Sports runestones. The second task is to beat Dark Chamber 4, and that'll get you 2 level 5 Hogwarts runestones. And lastly, you have to beat the highest chamber in the game, Dark Chamber 5, and that'll get you 1 Potent Extimula potion. And if you manage to finally make it to end of all these tasks, you'll get 100 coins, 3 spell books, 25 energy, and 2 Leaping Toadstool. Unlike the Brilliant events, when you finish those tasks, there are no bonus tasks beyond that, because you do only have 24 hours to do this. So once you finish those tasks, you're kind of done with the event, except there is one more thing they're doing for this day. Besides running chambers over and over because you're getting extra experience for it, challenge experience, they've also put in an added benefit for those of us that are maybe still filling out our registry pages, in that if you do Forest Chamber 4 or higher, you have a 100% guaranteed drop of a family foundable from the runestone you use. So certain pages in the registry, you can get foundables and place the images, and you're going to find them out on the main map. But some pages will have 1, sometimes 2, it just depends. Will have a foundable that can only be gotten from fortresses. And usually you use a runestone, and if you're at the lowest chamber, Ruins 1, you have a 50% chance of a foundable from that family dropping. So you may get nothing for using a Legend of Hogwarts runestone. You would just get challenge experience and maybe a challenge foundable, but you wouldn't get a Legends of Hogwarts foundable. Normally it's 50%, and Dark Chamber 5 is 100%, and in between it just scales up, so the higher you go, the better your chances. Well, in this case, they've made it so that Forest Chamber 4 and above will give you a 100% drop. You're going to get an extra foundable from the family of the runestone you use. So if there are pages in your registry that you know you need a fortress foundable from, then you can, on this day, go to Forest Chamber 4. There's really no reason to go any higher than that, because you want to maximize the least amount of energy and the quickest turnaround time to be able to run that fortress and then have a shot at that foundable. Now, it may not be the one you're looking for, because there's going to be multiple. Like Legends of Hogwarts has a ton, so you might have to run a bunch. At least you're guaranteed to get one instead of sometimes getting nothing. So the only thing you really have to do to prepare for this event would maybe just look through your registry and figure out which runestones you might want to use in that Forest Chamber 4 to try to get some of those images you need, or try to at least get some more fragments toward getting that image you need to be able to prestige pages, if that's something you're into. Now, each event that happens in the game is different, and some of them I enjoy more, and other ones I'm not as excited about, but usually I find something to enjoy in all of them. This one I find to be definitely more underwhelming than any of the ones that have come before it. And I'm mainly disappointed for kind of 2 reasons. The first reason is there's no variety in this whatsoever. It's just Night Bus. So I could just sit in this chair and it would be I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to a higher level chamber, but I'm just doing the same thing over and over and over. So there's no variety, and so it's definitely going to be boring, I guess, just going through chamber after chamber on the night bus. They could have maybe made it a little bit different. It would have been even more interesting maybe if they had ones that just said you need to defeat a certain type of foe, or put this many hexes out, or put this many charms on your teammates, because then it would kind of serve a dual purpose of giving some variety and then also making people maybe that don't know how to use their own abilities, it would start to teach them that. So it's a community day. Again, it gets you working together. Not only are you in the night bus, but now you're, oh, I'm putting a hex on this because that's how this works. Oh, I'm casting this that helps out my teammate. That type of thing. Now, those of us that already know how to do it, it wouldn't be exciting for us, but at least to be something different instead of just beat this chamber, beat this chamber, beat this chamber. So I would have liked to see more variety in the tasks. And I guess I'll put a B on that. That was 1A. 1B is the rewards for this are very underwhelming also. They just brought out the new skill trees, Defense Against the Dark Arts books. They've made them really tough to get, and a lot of the things cost so much. People have calculated out it's going to take us 10 years at this rate to unlock the skill tree. I'm not sure if it's actually 10 years. That might be a slight exaggeration, but it's a long time. So this would have been a perfect opportunity, at least initially, to give us a little bit more, to maybe throw some of them in. They didn't even put ministry manuals in this. They didn't even put field guides in it. We're getting spell books and scrolls, so really just underwhelming on the variety and underwhelming on the rewards. And then the second thing that doesn't affect me personally is we have an established base of players that have been around. I actually don't have Dark Chamber 5 unlocked, but I'm up to Dark 4, so I'm going to get to Dark 5 on this event. It's not a big deal. I've played long enough to at least unlock up to there and be far along in my skill tree to be able to go to those chambers and still be productive. Anybody that's lower level, they can't even finish this event. And you could argue that the event, maybe, oh, not everybody should finish it. I would argue on a community day, everybody should finish it. That's kind of the whole point of community day, would be to bring people together, and everybody should be able to do something. And again, if the tasks were more like, win this many challenges in whatever level you are, put this many hexes down, put this many charms down, cast this many spells, that type of thing. Even I would even be fine with go in with 4 people, go in with 5 people. It would encourage people to go in together and some variety, but it wouldn't matter if you were lower level. You could do this at Ruins 1, 2, or 3, and then still have the Forest 4 or higher. I'm fine with that, because that's almost more necessary for the people that have kind of gotten to that end game and are doing that. But I feel like a lot of players that haven't played this game long enough, or are just more casual with it, haven't advanced far enough that when they get to section 3 and 4 of those tasks, they're not even in those chambers, so they really kind of have no chance of doing it. And even if on that day they really wanted to push, they just don't have enough time to get the restricted section books. There's things that are time gated that they just will not be able to advance to be on the level they need to finish the event, which would then be discouraging. And I want more people playing this game. I think it's a great game. So really, those are the 2 things that disappointed me about this event, was just that lack of variety in rewards and tasks. And I think for entry-level people, just new people to the game, or people that haven't played it as much, they can't even complete it. So I think for them, they're just going to look at it and go, I can't even make it through this, and they may not participate at all, and that's not what we want. We want them to participate. Don't get me wrong, we still have a bunch of other events this month that I'm actually really looking forward to. The Wonders of the Wizarding Weekend, I'm looking forward to that. That's an event where it's got a lot of the things that I want, and they're brilliant events. I'm sure we'll follow the same formula, which I still enjoy, going through the tasks and going to the bonus tasks and doing those types of things. It's just this particular weekend, you can't, guess, always hit on everything, but I really do think this could have been a little bit better than it is. All that being said, I'll still see you guys tomorrow. Knox.